I have over 35, 40 pro fights almost, yeah. When they ask me how many fights you won or who you are, I was a journeyman, but I'm proud of what I was because there is no passion to be found playing small, settling for a life that you're not capable of living. If you want to get something, you give 100% and you go for it. You win or lose, it doesn't matter. As long as you gave your best. Because you will always be remembered that who you are, know who you fought. You know, hard times, not having money, sleeping in the streets, you know, losing people, all this makes you the best you can. So when the time comes, you can bring everything and be the best. Start with the good people, leave the bad people behind you, learn from the bad people. Because trust me, and I'm telling you this from experience, your best friends, they will end up being your enemies, and your enemies, they will end up being your best friends, you know. This is the way we live, that's the way we die. We come alone, we die alone. And what people don't understand is the two most important things is the day you was born and the day you find out why you was born. If you're suffering from something, don't go quiet. Don't kill yourselves.
Yeah.
Don't get depressed. Speak about it. Come to the gym. You have no money, we'll help you out.
Hi guys, welcome back to Karen TV. We're bringing you the most exciting interviews back down here at Camberley Boxing Club. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this one today. So talk to me a little bit about yourself, Rocky, sort of where you're from,
Okay.
your bit of your history of the boxing and how you got into obviously training and stuff like this.
Okay, so I had a lot of amateur fights. I'm half Greek, mother's English, and I had many amateur fights. I knew his dad, Mark, God bless him, you know, when I was really young. I grew up with his brother and Mark as well. We used to hang around, you know, going out. And then I turned pro, had many pro fights. I boxed some big names.
Fair play to you.
And then, you know, as I said, I boxed a lot of big names. And then in
Talk to us about some of the names you boxed then.
I fought a British Commonwealth champion, Prince Iron.
Yep.
I fought Tommy Cole for British title. I boxed Ashley Fearfane, who's managed by Floyd Mayweather, and he fought Adrian Broner.
Yep.
I fought Kevin Concepcion.
Fair play then. So you had a great pro career then. So how many pro fights did you have, Rocky?
I have over 35, 40 pro fights almost, yeah.
Congratulations.
But the thing is, you know, the boxing game is not as you see on TV. There is people who they are gatekeepers, you know, they're never gonna become world champions, but they've got the clarity to be, you know, box the best, and you know. So I was fortunate enough to have people behind me to take me on, and you know, build me up to, you know, to be second best. I know it sounds bad, but
Rocky, I've seen it myself. It's the toughest sport in the world. One of my friends didn't have the amateur pedigree.
Okay.
He's been a B-side fighter all his life. It's so tough, isn't it, if you're on the...
And the thing is as well, you know, people don't understand. When you go into boxing, you know, they think that, you know, boxing is as you see on TV. You get people like myself, you know, I had a great chin, you know, I boxed some big names. But people don't understand that when they ask me, how many fights you won or who you are. I was a journeyman, but I'm proud of what I was because I made other people become a British Commonwealth champions, fight for the world title. Boxing needs people like me. But what I've got now is a massive experience. I've got a valuable experience which I earned with hard blood and tears, you know. And so I was managed by one of the best managers ever, Dean Powell. God bless him. He committed suicide in 2013. So he hit me very hard, you know. So I retired from boxing. Nobody has seen me since 2013, and I'm back now, you know. Charlie's my friend. Came around and saw Charlie and said, you know, come around and help out a bit. You know, so I'm here now. So that's the truth, you know.
It's fantastic. So you're trying to pass a bit of your knowledge back.
You know, having a knowledge is not valuable if you don't have the right people behind you, see. So, as I said, my manager, you know, my manager managed people like Joey Kazaki, Danny Mancini, Lennox Lewis. He had some of the best valuable fighters, Hall of Famers, icons to boxing. And then he has somebody like me who never won a world title, never won a British title, fought the best, and he respected me, you know, and I loved him as a father. And when he passed away, I kind of drifted away from boxing. I haven't seen anyone. I gave up, kept myself to myself, and suddenly, you know, this fire came back, and I came back. So I kind of, as I said, you know, boxing is kind of a lovely sport, but cruel as well. You know, you have to be kind to be cruel. So kind of, you know, so yeah, so where I am today, you know.
Absolutely. So, are you helping out all the boxers down there at Camberley, or are you just helping out Tony?
As I said, Tony's father, he was a very good friend of mine, and when he was talking about before about a guy who had many pro fights, but he could have become a world champion. He was trying to save me. His father, he knew he could recognize the talent, and he always said that it doesn't matter who you put in front of Rocky, he will fight anyone. And I fought everyone, and everyone I know, they respect me. I'm very humble, I'm very easygoing. Honesty is the best policy. And I told Tony Giles the other day when I saw him, there is no passion to be found playing small, settling for a life that you're not capable of living. If you want to get something, you give 100% and you go for it. You win or lose, it doesn't matter. As long as you give your best. Because you will always be remembered that who you are, not who you fought. Who beat you is another story, you know? But at the end, all the ideas and everything you have, everything you're going through, of getting up early in the morning, getting punched up in the face, you know, hard times, not having money, sleeping in the streets, you know, losing people, all this makes you the best you can. So when the time comes, you can bring everything and be the best, you know, so.
It's a great bit of knowledge.
Basically, that I may be the worst gypsy that you've ever heard of, but you have heard of me.
Yeah, I have heard
You have heard of me. Lovely rock. Thank you.
But yeah, you sound like we've got a great attitude, Rocky, and real nice manner, the way that I'm sure you can pass on the knowledge really well. And I really look forward to watching your journey then over the next few years, the training game and stuff. And I'm sure you're going to have big success in it.
Thank you. Listen, there's people out there, yeah. You know, there's a lot of jealousy, a lot of cruelty. There's a lot of bad people out there, but there's a lot of good people as well. Start with the good people, leave the bad people behind you, learn from the bad people. Because trust me, and I'm telling you this from experience, your best friends, they will end up being your enemies, and your enemies, they will end up being your best friends, you know. This is the way we live, that's the way we die. We come alone, we die alone. And what people don't understand is, the two most important things is the day you was born and the day you find out why you was born. And I know why I was born, and I find out what I want to be. You know, I want to help people, you know, box, be the best they can, and help them to progress. You know, and I've got great friends. You know, like Charlie Oliver, who owns the boxing gym.
Shout out, Charlie.
Shout out to Charlie. He's always around. There's as well Nick Webb's trainer. Nick Webb is fighting on Saturday night. He's got a big fight on TV. Big Mark, he's been my friend. We got Richard, John Franklin's father, Charles Franklin. So you got all these nice people around you. You can do the best you can. So
I really look forward to watching your career now as a trainer pan out over the next few years.
Thank you.
Where can people get in touch with you? You're on social media, Instagram or Facebook?
I had an Instagram, but because, you know, people always keep like texting me all the time, and I'm not a very social media guy.
Yeah.
Currently, I have, you know, deleted my account. I wanted to have some peace and quiet.
Of course.
I'm kind of like a ghost. If they want to see me, Camberley Boxing Club.
Guys, if you're serious and you want to do some training, come down Camberley Boxing Club, find Rocky. But maybe like down the line, hopefully we could do a more in-depth one, talking a little bit more about your career.
Yeah, sure.
And sit down and do a longer one, Rocky.
And what I want to say is about, the final thing I want to say is about like people suffering from depression, you know. As I said, my manager committed suicide, and since 2013, it was very hard for me to speak about it. I had some other great people around, like Frank Maloney, you know, Jim Evans, who passed away. But all I want to say, and that's the message, if you're suffering from something, don't go quiet. Don't kill yourselves.
Yeah.
Don't get depressed. Speak about it. Come to the gym. You have no money, we will help you out. You have nowhere to stay, we will help you out. But the most important thing you have to remember is death it doesn't solve anything, you know. So try to keep positive, good vibes, good people around you, and if you ever need anything, there's people around you that can help you. And I learned that the hard way, you know. People I thought they was my enemies, they end up being my best friends. And people that was my best friends, they end up being my enemies. So I always realized, if you got something to say or if you need something, you got more chances getting it from a stranger than your own friend. So don't keep it to yourself, you know. Get out of there, you know. Life is too short, so.
Thank you very much, Rocky,
Well,
and wishing you best of luck in the future.
Thank you so much.
For yourself and your fighters.
Thank you.
I'm sure great things are going to come to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you
Thank
have a
you
good
very
day.
much.
Thank you.
Good luck.